everybody. This is Miss Jen, fresh from the Comic-Con. I am exhausted still, but so is everybody else that went. But I'm full of information. Just know that, as I've said on our Mint to Skim It show on Tuesday, that I'm going to be dropping some pretty key information for comic books that are coming out soon from the information that was given to us as retailers at the convention. So I dropped today the What the Heck is DCKO information on our Facebook page. So you can bebop over there and see my explanation. So I have the inside information about what that crazy thing is all about. I'm all in, as they say, for this because I think it's going to be super fun. I know that we started to see some promos out there for that Batman was going to take on every single Robin. So I'm like, about that. That would be a cool storyline. Okay, so what you see is a bunch of Comic-Con stuff on the board, but that's not really what we're doing today. But if you do have any inkling that there's something from Comic-Con that you were like, man, I missed the whatever and I want to have it, I do have all my stuff from Comic-Con on the board still. So crowds back to pre-COVID volume, I believe so. It feels like it. I know that they've been wanting to expand the center in general, but I think that their plan had been to kind of like grow out toward the marina, but the people that have docks, that have their boats docked at the marina right there, are saying no way, Jose. So I don't know what the answer's going to be. Right now it seems like it's working okay. All right, everybody, do some liking and sharing if you can, pretty please. And then think of your Comic-Con questions. I'm happy to answer everything that I know. And then we'll get to, we'll be selling books as we chit-chat today. So if anyone you can think of that might be interested in chit-chatting about Comic-Con in general, we'll do a lot of that stuff today and go through this new collection we just got. I'll be right back, and we'll do that.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
I think Kyle asked me the other day if I wanted to change our lead-ins bit. I kind of like it though. I don't know. We'll see. We might get creative here around this sometime. It gives you a new lead-in little bit. I see that Preston is on, and Asbill's on, and Jackie's on. Hi. Hope everybody is having a great week. I'll show you the 3 things that I have on the board that aren't from Comic-Con that I kind of like were part of the advertising of the show. I actually put this on the little this was going to be in the show pictures, but I had no idea it was such a cool book. This is cool because it's really amazing cover art. I believe that's J.G. Jones, but that is Fables #1. Fables #1, a gorgeous, gorgeous copy for $50. Did you know that was worth that much money? It was a surprising thing to me. But also, I don't think I've ever had a Fables #1. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think there's some different, the way that people interact with each other has changed because of COVID, but the attendance for being there is ramped all the way up again. Hey, Nick, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we flew back on Monday because we like to stay through Sunday night because everyone is trying to fly out on Sunday, and it just seems like there's chaosville out there. I don't want to be part of the chaos. I want to relax. Go and have a nice dinner. That's usually the night my husband and I go on our date night. Went and had some good Italian food at the place we go to all the time. They have a Boss charcuterie board. And then this is another cool thing that I found in this collection. It's actually a patch from 1984. Can you believe that? This is really nice patch. You'd have to I think sew this one on. I don't think this one is one that you can iron on, but who knows? Because it's from 84. I don't know if they
that whole line of patches was sewn. They didn't do any pressing at that point.
And it's nice. I don't know if you can see the size of it. I should have brought. Oh, I do have a ruler. Look at this. It is just under a 4-inch patch. So this one is 40. That's the very lowest I could find it for online. And it's gorgeous. It's an unused one. As you can see, they just have it put in here.
A lot of those were mail-aways for things like the MMMS.
Oh.
Or, the Marvel would do a promotion with cereal and have to mail in box tops kind of things.
Okay. This actually, I think I stole this out of the collection I'm doing on Saturday. Because I thought it was so cool. Because there's a bunch of Doctor Strange in there, including like 3 of them that are signed by pretty notable people. And it's funny when she brought them in, I was like going, "Wow, this is a known collection." It says it's from the collection of such and such and such because it has like a certificate in it. And she was like, "That's my uncle." So he had made his own certificates, which is pretty nice. Kenneth's here, Preston's here, TJ's here. Frog Na is here, and Justin Naba are here. Your names rhyme. My husband's pretty fun when I tell him, "Hey, I found something in a collection that doesn't exist. What do I do? Do you think I should just go with my gut and put a price on it, or should we, auction it off to the world on eBay?" So anyway, I put a price on this. This is your chance of getting it before I do any kind of weird auctioning things. This is a really nice promo on good heavy paper for Watchmen. This was sent out, I think, to stores way long time ago when they were just getting ready to do the book. And it says on here, "We are all of us living in the shadow of Manhattan." Professor Milton Glass, Dr. Manhattan, superpowers and the superpowers is what it says on there. So anyway, I like it because it says, "Who watches the Watchmen?" That one's $50 if you're going to lock down something that doesn't exist. My favorite kind of thing. All right, let's get this with my Doctor Strange. Again, if you've arrived and you're like, "Man, I want to see some sweet Comic-Con stuff," let me know. I'm happy to go through it. Otherwise, I'm going to go through this here collection and try to keep stuff together that kind of goes together here. All right, the collection had a bunch of like cool, like small keys, and some of them are in this little pile that I'm gonna go through right now. I'm gonna start out with there's a bunch of ultimates in here, and I'm just doing them for $2 a piece because I ran out of steam to price them. No lie, I was up until 2 a.m. last night doing this for you guys. See, that's how much I enjoy y'all's company. I got the Ultimates 2, number 12. Actually, really have 2 of those. So weird. You saw a full run of 7 Soldiers by DC on my eBay store. Yes, buy it through there, David. You can either have it just shipped through the warehouse, or just tell them you want to have it put in your pile for live. Just go and pay for it, and then just tell them you want to put it in your live pile, and then we'll figure out the shipping so you don't have to pay for it twice. Okay. It's just easier because a lot of those runs exist up in the warehouse only. So it's just easier for the warehouse, which runs the eBay, to pull it for you. That's thanks for saying that, David, because we really do have a ton of stuff listed in our eBay store. If you're ever wanting to go look at it, it's just Space Cadets Collection with underscores in between them. And you can find all of our good stuff there. It might make your head spin. I currently have, they put limits on how many items and how many dollars worth of things you can list to eBay. My current limit is 2 billion with a B for amount of items and for money. I don't know what they think I'm selling here. I don't have 2 billion with a B worth of stuff, but whatever. Ultimates 2, number 11 is just $2. There might be a run in here, actually. There's number 10 for 2. 9 is 2. Anyone have any questions about Comic-Con? I am here for you. I know. How am I supposed to make a living? Feels so restricted. There is number 8. What's really funny is they always have a countdown on there for how much you have left. And I'm like, the countdown makes it look like I've sold like $1 million this month, which is also not true. So I don't really know if they're doing it over all time, that they're pulling it off of there. I don't know. Ultimates 2, number 7 for 2. Number 6 for 2. 5 for 2. Man, I should have been paying attention. There's a nice run in here. 4. 3. And annual number 1. Looks like there's no 1 or 2. At least not in this pile. Hold on to your butts. It might happen. And then I've got a few ultimates, just straight up ultimates in here. This is ultimates number 9. This is a great Mark Millar series. I do like this cover very much. That one's 2. And a number 8. And then there was quite a few of these Squadron Supremes. This is close to an entire run of Squadron Supreme. It's got, I think it's called Nighthawk in it. Squadron Supreme number 6. This is Straczynski writing. 5, 4, 3, and 2. In fact, this is a collection from a very sweet lady who was selling it so that she made sure to get her daughter some cool clothes for school. So I was glad to help her out. I also have Astonishing X-Men number 14 by Joss Whedon. Still at the $2 opening prices here. Number 15. 16. 17. Hey, I didn't see Nick come on. Hey, Nick. Welcome. Glad to see you. All right, now here's where some of the little keys were. She had new X-Men stuff. It just happened to have the keys in it. Get my numbers in order here. I hate it when I show stuff and it's not in order. Okay. Can't wait to see some under $100 art. Yeah. That's going to be tomorrow. All right, here we go. I can't believe that this key is still so cheap. It still makes my mind hurt. So this is new X-Men number 114. It is the first appearance of Cassandra Nova, who had just about kicked everyone's butt in the Deadpool movie. That's just $10. First Cassandra Nova. Can you believe that? All the way back from 2001. Written by Grant Morrison. And then number 115 is the first Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Also famous for her appearance in Deadpool. And that one's also just $10. Keys and keys. And then cool covers, but not keys. Number 116 is still part of the E is for Extinction storyline, and that's $3. So this is the entire storyline if you get all 3 of these. So if you wanted to get the whole Extinction storyline with the 2 keys and the one that is the roundup at the end, I'll do 20. So it gives you that 3rd part for free. I'll put it in front of Deadpool because that makes sense. And then it skipped a few here, and we got 121, and that one's just 2. And that's Cassandra on the front, looks like. And 122 is also 2. Next. Got Y, the Last Man. A bunch of them right at the end of the run. Thanks, Mike. All right, so Y the Last Man ended at number 50, I believe. So this is the last issue. So if you want to get to the end of the series, here you go. For just cover price, they're just $2.99, which was a nice, inexpensive series. There's number 50. I didn't put them in order. I'm sorry. 46. 47. Look at that art. Really cool. 49. 38. Did anyone watch this show when it was on? 39. 40. 43. 44. 45. 37. And 48. Really great Vertigo. Highly recommend the series if you've never tried any Vertigo stuff. By the way, did anyone like go through and destroy all the last episodes of Sandman by watching it quickly? I thought it was really cool. What a great way to end it. All right, I've got some Max series. So these are stuff set in the Marvel Universe, too adult for putting in the main. So I've got Supreme Power Nighthawk #1. This is Daniel Way writing and Steve Dillon, who's famous for his work on Preacher. That's his art. So there's the #1. 2, definitely explicit. If you like The Boys or Invincible, you'll probably like this series. 3 and 4. And then the main series got #1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This costume is really nice. 8, 9, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So that's all the Max stuff. It all lives in the same universe. Totally different stuff here. You guys might actually like this thing. You might have watched a movie recently that is, this is inspired. The movie was partially inspired by this material. There's like some paint on the front of this cover. Okay. How about All-Star Superman #1 for $10? Feel like finding this out there somewhere. We've sold every single copy of our graphic novel. Every single copy. We had to make an order. And then I've got #2, where it looks like Superman is in his forbidden room up to something. #3, where you get Super Lois. 4, Superman turns all evil. Or does he? 5, there's Luther in his prison scrubs. And then it jumps weirdly. #10 is 4. And 11 is 4. What? Superman is dead. Clark Kent. Who are you trying to fool? Who are you trying to fool? Okay. There are a couple Conans in this collection from 2009. Reading your compact, yeah, that's kind of the best way to do it. That would be really cool, TJ. I like that idea. All right, this is Conan the Cimmerian, #16. part one of the series of a story called Free Companions. That one's 4. I have Thor number 615 by Matt Fraction, cover price. Moon Knight Saga, which is a no number for $2. I don't see these very often in collections. That people usually hold on to this stuff. This is a Buck Rogers number 4, cover price. And number 3, spoiler alert, he's dead. And number 2. Great costumes. Ooh, here's some more Astonishing X-Men I can put together. Also have Astonishing X-Men number 12 for cover price. The show the Moon Knight again. Absolutely. I think it was released in conjunction with maybe promotion for a video game. No number. Also have Astonishing X-Men number 10 and 13. Put those together. How about some Alex Ross goodies? What's the photocopy Watchman? It's not a photocopy. So this was a promotional piece sent to comic book stores so they could kind of like maybe put it up on their window or something, or just have it in their office to remind them to order them. It is exactly the size that you see here. It's like it goes all the way to the edge here. So it's $50. There are none of these on the internet that I can find at all. And it's what I call like magazine size. So it's like 9 by 11. So my husband says you should auction that on the eBays first to find out if it's not worth $300. So that's where it's going next if it doesn't sell here. So Justice number 2, Alex Ross, cover price. And number 3, cover price. I have got some Batman, Robin, the Boy Wonder. So these are all just $2 a piece. I've got number 1, 3, 4, and 9 is really $4 because it's a nice Jim Lee cover. I don't make the rules. I've got a beautiful Jonah Hex from 2006, Frank Quietly cover, number 1, just $4. If you've just joined us and you have any questions about all the rest of the stuff on the board that's kind of behind what I'm doing right now, that's all San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, I'm happy to answer any questions. I have a blank Jupiter's Legacy number 2 for cover price. Spider-Man Saga, which is the same kind of thing as the Moon Knight was. I think it was probably part of a release for the video game, so just $2. I think there's some more of this Kick A stuff, but this is when Kick A was coming out under Icon, which was a division under Marvel. So this is Kick A 2, issue number 2, Marvel R. Cover price. That's right. Don't make the rules, but we'll pull out rulers. This is kind of cool. It's fun to try to find it. It's not perfect. Up here at the top, it looks like it's been in humidity, so it's a little bit ripply. But everything else is really nice about it. It's She-Hulk number 1, Charles Soule run, third printing. You can find a bunch of first printing and second printing out there. Third printing is actually much harder. This one's $15. I have it about half the price of the lowest one I could find. I got Justice League number 3, new 52 for cover price. All right, I have a bunch of the boys. Did you know that the boys is not expensive at all for the individual issues? Why? I don't know, because the show is killing it. You can get the boys number 11 for just $4. Number 12 for just $4. Number 13 for $4. 14 for $4. I think Gen V's starting again soon. 15 is $5. And there are some more in this stuff. It just wasn't all together in the collection. So how about Wolverines number 2 for cover? Aquaman number 2, new 52 for cover? Or number 1? Incredible Hulk number 1. This one's a gorgeous Mark Silvestri cover. Shattered Heroes, $5. I've got Neil Gaiman's. They're cheap because none of them have the Nick cameo. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. If it was going to happen, it would have happened already. I'm just thinking. Eternals. This is the little miniseries of 6. Neil Gaiman and John Romita Jr., which John Romita Jr. was inducted into the Hall of Fame for the Eisners this year. There's number 1. There's your cover price. 2, 3, and 4. Then I've got Miracle Man number 1 and 2. They do have parental advisories, but they're just cover price. Move these up here so I don't accidentally get them all covered up. I do have some exclusives. DC KOs, Supergirl. That one is the History of DC Universe and DC KO, ashcans. And I might have sold out of the stuff related to Absolute. Nope, there's some Absolute stuff over there. So all I have left for Absolute is the Absolute Wonder Woman number 1 and Absolute Superman number 1. I brought lots of it back, but that's it. That's all there is. All right, someone buy something. So I feel like I've accomplished something today. All right, The Shaft by David Walker, number 1, $7. Someone say it. Yeah. I was like, someone's gonna say it. You can't not say it.
That's one bad.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Jen doesn't allow cursing on her shows.
Nah. But you can make up cussing adjacent words.
Well, it's easier just to say the cuss words, but take myself off screen before I say them. So I'm just saying them to the ether.
Mike, it is 50. It is 50. And then it's polybagged. The book is polybagged, so I never touched the actual book. And then I put it in a bag and board for you. And I'll also put it in a top loader before it goes anywhere. So Flash Gordon number 6. I feel like I gotta put these aside for my friend Ship. I wonder if he has those. I actually had someone call me yesterday about this, and I didn't have it when they asked me. But I do have it now because it was in this collection. I was processing it 1 a.m. Grant Morrison, Frank Quietly, as part of the big Multiversity set. This is Pax Americana number 1 for $5. I don't know if they had some kind of inside information they were working on or what, but I have it right now. I will show you a view. So they were all J. Lee covers. By the way, that little mark right there. That's my fingerprint on the plastic. Sorry, not the actual book, because of course I can't touch the book. There you go. Gorgeous J. Lee art. Of course, she's holding on to one of the many lassos. Also have Multiversity Cosmic Neighborhood Watch #1 for cover price. I'm going to put down Multiversity there. From Grant Morrison, Annihilator #1 out of Legendary. I couldn't, Mike, because I don't know what the Watchman's worth. And I know how much I paid for Wonder Woman, but I could do, let's try this. That's $100 worth of stuff. Would you be okay at $90? Because I am throwing in a top loader for your fancy Wonder Woman. Beardy Rich is here! Yay! Half an hour after I'm done, you can go hang out with Beardy Rich. Oh,
You
so
guys are
Annihilator, I
going
never
to
told you.
the show on that show because I won't be able to listen. Because they're going to talk about Fantastic Four, and I haven't seen it.
All right,
So
actually,
you
I
guys
have
are
my
going to
top.
have to yell at me in the chat when it's time to do the things.
That's where I'm going tonight, right after I leave here, like immediately.
I might could go Sunday is maybe the earliest I could maybe go.
Yeah, it was hard to be at Comic-Con, and most everyone had kind of seen it 2 or 3 times. It was like,
Well, I still haven't seen Superman, so like I'm going to try and go maybe Sunday and see them both. If I skip church and go early, I could see them both for like $11 with a refillable large popcorn and soda.
oh, nice. I kind of like was sad I didn't get like they had a whole bunch of the what's the robot's name? I forgot his name all of a sudden.
Herbie.
Herbie. He had a big, really good one that everyone was carrying around with them like he was their child. I also have a copy of Snyder and Murphy's The Wake. This is it's not a graphic novel, but it's also not a comic book. It is a perfect bound 1 through 5. Perfect bound 1 through 5 for $10. So kind of like before they actually started doing the $10 graphic novel thing, this is Vertigo making it cheap for you.
Well, and that's kind of the reintroduction of them bringing Vertigo back.
Mm-hmm.
Just be on the lookout. Well, Rich, you have to go to a dead mall in a city where no one actually lives.
We call those places here Sticky 6 because there's 6 screens and all the floors are sticky.
No, these are gorgeous. They got heated leather lazy boys. They got.
Oh my
Because
god!
the only reason anybody goes to this mall is to go see Dennis Barger at his store or to go to this movie theater. That's it.
Oh, okay. You know what I forgot to bring today in my craziness? I usually have something to give you guys with your purchases. I will do better next week, I promise. I just don't have anything within reach that I can throw in today, but I'll get you there. That's not. Yeah. I'll put a note on it. Invisible Republic #1. Cover price reaches $3. You can read a really cool #1. Descender #1. This one is an awesome second printing. I don't know when we're ever going to get to have this film, but they better get with it. So $3. You can get some gorgeous Preston Wynn art.
Descender came out of nowhere, man. That book was huge.
Yeah. It's a really sweet tale. I think there's some more witches in this one, but I have witches #5 here at cover price. That's $3. I've had a lot of people talking about it recently. Again, I don't know where the chatter's from, but I'm okay with it. And then Ultimate Avengers #1 and 2 for cover price. Here's the rest of the boys, or more of the boys. Number 17 is for, aw, it's love. As long as someone doesn't get killed. 16 is for, I've got Avenging Spider-Man number 13 for cover price. This here, I give you this one for free. Season 1 guide for learn about the creators before behind the stories. This one is from 2012. That's the thing that's talking about there. So if you want that, you can have it. Just tell me you want it. Put it in your pile. I've got Wolverine and the X-Men number 1, Jason Aaron, cover price. FF number 10, Great Hickman run, cover price. If you don't like the other Descender second print, you can get an image first for $3. It makes more sense to get a second print number 1 for $3 instead, but whatever. Sandman Overture number 1 for cover. Ooh, DK3 Master Race number 1 for cover price, or number 2. This is Run, Love, Kill number 1 for cover price, which is just $3. Savior number 1, Todd McFarlane and Clayton Crane, $3. Birthright number 1, nice second printing, $3. So many number 1s. Jupiter's Legacy number 5. I think there's only one Jupiter's Legacy in here, weirdly. That one's cover. Here's some more Flash Gordon. There's number 8. I'm going to pull those out, put them together. Here's the other Witches, number 4. Issue number 2, second print. Dying and the Dead number 1. Jason Hickman, really thick book, this one. Cover price.
Jonathan Hickman.
Hickman.
You called him Jason.
What did I do?
You said Jason Hickman.
I just gave him a new name.
I'm like, did Jonathan Hickman have like a weird cousin nobody knows about?
So I've been trying to figure out a name for my new truck. It's like bright blue. I think it's called hydro blue, but it's like peacock blue. And I gave it a provisional name because I put it like a little, kind of like a 50s style, like pistol sticker on there that my son had given me a long time ago. But so its provisional name is Pew Pew Shooty McShooty Face, but that's not going to stay. So don't get too used to it.
You have to call it Blue Steel.
No, I'm not calling it Blue Steel. I have decided it's going to be Johnny Ringo because he's kind of a peacock. To keep with my naming thing of my first ram was Maddie and the second one was see what happens when you get old, you forget people's names.
See, all of my cars have been named after comic book things. So my red HHR that was sort of the same red as the Hulkbuster was Veronica.
Oh, there you go.
That was what Tony called the Hulkbuster. My current car is totally Silver Sable, but I decided I couldn't call it Silver Sable because it's not a Sable. It's a Ford Edge.
I think you're saying
so it's Silver Banshee.
Okay, that works.
Right. And my green truck was totally Swamp Thing. So
the last one was Virgil. Virgil's just not a name I say very often. So how about the Chrononauts number 1? There's so much Millar in this collection. They must have loved Millar. So this is the variant, which is obviously Back to the Future. And that one's 5. And Pablo is driving. Just so everybody knows. Oh, there's more of the boys. Holy snapperolies. All right, this is really early, boys. It gets earlier here. I guess it goes, oh, there's Walking Dead in here. Call the Ultimate Nullifier. The Boys number 8 is 5. Junkyard Joe.
It's not bad.
That's a good one. Junkyard Joe's awesome. I had a really hard time not buying. They had at the booth for Ghost Machine a figure of Junkyard Joe signed by Jeff Johns, but it was like $250. And I was like, what am I even doing here? I can't do that. So I bought 2 cases of books instead. So,
yeah, I heard about the deal you got on those books and some of the sweet add-ons that Danny hooked you up with. And I'm real angry I wasn't offered that same deal not being there.
Not being there?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to keep these Walking Deads for Saturday. Because unless you guys want to see some Walking Deads, I think they belong in Saturday's show. Kia Soul, Poor Unfortunate. Oh, that is such a good joke. Poor Unfortunate Soul.
I did get what I wanted from the Ghost Machine booth, though. Very excited.
You gonna tell?
I got the con exclusive Sisterhood number 1 signed by Maytal.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have Outcast 1, 4th printing, 2, 2nd printing, 3, 2nd printing, then 4, 5, and 6. If anyone wants a deal on those. Yeah, Justin snagged one of the Junkyard Joe. By the way, if you guys want to know what Kyle's talking about, I bought an entire case of Junkyard Joe deluxe hardcovers signed by Jeff Johns. And I bought an entire case of con exclusive deluxe edition Geiger signed also by Jeff Johns. And they're glow in the dark. Those are $100 a piece. There's really nothing to compare it to because no one else is selling them. So I don't know. I think it's a steal of a deal myself.
I'll tell you, that's lower than what Ghost Machine thinks that they're going to go for.
Well, dadgummit, I need to not sell them for $100 then. You buy them for $100 now before I have regret.
Right, before Jen realizes how low she is on that price.
I am probably a dumb person, but I like my people. I am helping them out. Oh, wait. I also have number 10 and 11 for Outcasts. Ooh, there's more of a run in here than I thought.
This is what happens when I spend all day on the phone in between doctor's appointments with folks from Ghost Machine.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with it. I have a Witches image first for $2. Eventually, there'll be all the witches. Which time do I got? Nameless.
15-ish.
You guys happy with this kind of what's a small square? It looks like, this is really cool for us. This is the 1984 patch. It's like a 4-inch patch from Doctor Strange. Is that right? Did I say 4? Yeah, 4-inch patch, Doctor Strange. That one's $40. Unused. Wicked cool, as I say. You guys tell me if you want to look at Comic-Con stuff. I can pivot. I am a pivoting kind of person. I've got Black Panther number 1 for cover price. Nameless number 1 for cover price, Grant Morrison. 8 House number 1, Arclight for cover price. Alan Moore, Providence, number 2 and 3. Those are $8 a piece. That's a tough set to put together.
Well, yeah, single issues of Providence are impossible to find.
Yeah. Every once in a while I'll find. Did they make a graphic novel? Is that what I'm thinking of?
They did graphic novels, but they did square bound editions like that are double issues.
Mm-hmm.
That are significantly easier to find. And then I had never owned one until recently, and now I see them all over the place. The art book, the Providence art book, is becoming more and more available.
I keep on finding Boys random places here. The Boys number 10, 5. We're getting close to having a whole thing. 9 is 5. I've got, this is the other Conan I have. This one is number 15. Conan Trapped with a Woman Who Never Died. That one's 10.
So it's Conan and Sona? Sorry. That is a Conan the O'Brien joke.
Yeah. How about Mark Millar Superior number 1 for cover price? Got a good little run missing just one issue of Lunar Brothers The Girls. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 for cover price a piece. Batman Incorporated number 1, New 52, part of the Leviathan storyline. Cover price. Buck Rogers number 1. I knew the rest of it was here somewhere.
You didn't buy this collection from Chris Rupp, did you?
Huh?
You didn't buy this from Chris Rupp, did you?
Absolutely not.
Because I'm relatively sure I had this exact box in my collection at one time.
It came from, actually, I said it was from the sweet lady that was helping raise money. That's actually Saturday's batch. This is from a nice gentleman who came in. He was looking for, you get handed off his resume. So he says, I've got books to sell you. These are my extra books. My main collection I'm keeping. This is just like the extra things that I'm getting rid of. And it was like a whole bunch of graphic novels, which I really enjoyed getting because I'm selling them like crazy. And then you can see it's kind of eclectic, like extra things.
Yeah, no, this sounds exactly like the stuff I sold Rupp a couple of years ago trying to, save my store during COVID. I'm having flashbacks is all I'm saying.
Flashback.
Uh-huh.
All right. I feel like we've got enough people in the room that have never seen any of this Comic-Con stuff, and I'm going to do that real fast for the stuff I have. You guys saw the Geiger and Junkyard Joe that's up top. I actually got to finally meet Maria Wolf, who I adore their art so much. A delight to talk to. This one is their Godzilla number 1 exclusive. I think it's an exclusive to a store or a bunch of stores, those guys. But it was exclusive to Comic-Con also, according to her. That's 50, and it's autographed down here. And that's my attempt to support creators. I bought it straight from her. What else is up here? Crazily, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. This is a Comics Pro variant. Those somehow appeared in my stuff when I was there. That one's 30. I just sold one of those online for the same price. This thing I'm going to put online and have it auction, and this is going to go for crazy money. This is V Friends, which is, I guess, the hottest property out there for cards. And this is a limited edition of 309 that was released at Comic-Con. I've got 500 on it. If someone wants to snag it before it goes up to that. And then my good friend Murphy, who was, you probably know them for Merc comic books. Also has just started their own line outside of Merc. This is Damsel. And this is Kickstarter exclusive for 20 autographed here. And then that's the harder to get exclusive from her for 40. Question. Was that toxic? Oh, it was. I'm so sorry. I know. I wasn't trying to be sneaky. I was just like, this one wasn't a Comic-Con exclusive. This one was handed to me by my friends from Bat City. So this is a Toxic Avenger Bat City exclusive signed by Matt Bors, who did the cover art. And that one is 20. Nick's going to get some more likes. Go, Nick, go. These things were crazy. I don't know where I got them, but I can't find them anywhere on the internet. It looks like they're cool, like true facsimile editions. This one's their Pre-Code Horror Authentic Edition Macroverse book. And this one's Suspense Comics number 12. That one's 40. Chamber of Chills number 19 is 40. And Punch Comics number 9 is 40. And they're all like sealed in these cool do-wuppers. Oh. Let me think about what I paid for these things. Would you be able to do 50? So I think that puts me in danger of making the nuns money. Nun money.
If we're trying to make money for nuns, we need to charge more.
Nun monies.
Support your local nunnery.
Nun money. Okay. That's just my funny way of saying it. It's pretty tight. Pretty tight. All right. Pre-cohorts in or my lunar pack. Very cool, Joel. Thank you. I had no idea. I was just like, how did I get these cool things? Did I remember? Did I buy these and not remember? What was that, Kyle?
I knew Joel would know.
Joel, you're the best. I miss you. These are cool things that I picked up directly from the Scott Williams booth. This is Wolverine number 33. It comes with its own little trading card, and they put it in Mylar and have a clear back to it. You know, those clear backboards. Really high-end collectible. This one is $65. Thanks, Mike. The nuns have been saved. Also, if you want to see something really cool and you like Murph's work, and you want to see how I actually know Murph, she's going to kill me for this. If you go to YouTube and look up Comic-Con Masquerade Flash Gordon from, I can't remember the year. We did a big group Flash Gordon where I made all the costumes except for the Hawkman, I think. And she is one of the Amazon girls holding signs on either end. She was like 16 at the time, so I'm just happy her dad did not kill me. Real happy about it. But she was really great. She did not seem like she was afraid of such things at all. All right, also from Comic-Con, hiding back here. Stop doing that. Really awesome Oni Press 6-gun Battle for the Six. Cullen Bunn, Comic-Con exclusive. That one is $25. Just gotta find time. To figure out what I'm doing with all these Comic-Con things next. Because I have a bad habit of buying things and then like sticking them in a corner. All right, I only have one of these. These were handed to us at the retailer presentation, so everyone got one. This is the DCKO exclusive ash can for $40. I hope you guys have been paying attention to the posts I made about what is DCKO. Start adding it to your pull boxes now. It's going to be a fun ride. This is the Supergirl foil from Comic-Con. I only really bought 2 of everything, so I only have the 2. And again, that fingerprint is on the plastic, not on your book, because there's no way I can actually touch your book because it's in plastic itself. And those are $50.
If you ever get a chance to go shopping with Miss Jen at a Comic-Con, don't miss it.
Why?
It's wild. Miss Jen shops at Comic-Con like you wish you could shop at Comic-Con.
I just don't have any internal voice that says you probably shouldn't spend that much money.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's the best.
I tried to buy an entire booth at the Traverse City Con.
This is what I'm telling you. I've been there. It's a sight to behold.
I just like saying the word yes. All right. And this is that DC history of the universe, DC Universe history. It's running right now. This is an art germ. Foil exclusive from the show, and that one's $50. They were all very expensive to buy, by the way. And here is the one, that's the one from the booth. They actually had a limit of 3 of these, so I begged my husband to be an extra person for me because I have such a big gut feeling about this series. So these are 50 also, but I ended up with more than my 2. DKK. Ooh, I'm going to be real happy about having those. How close are we? Just watch me, because my movie starts at 15 after the hour, so I can
5
think of it
minutes.
later. I just have to walk across the street, so
5 minutes.
9 minutes. Okay. What is the Widow book top right? Oh, no, I didn't say anything about it. I'm so sorry. That's on me. All right, these are truly, truly rare things. So these were not given out to any retailers at any events or whatever. I actually was the moderator on the panel for AMP Comics, which is the people that are involved in that are people that have fingers tied to Hollywood, were originally part of Scout and or Red 5 Comics, and they are really killing it. This is Widow. That's the ashcan that they handed to people that only went to the panel that we went to, and I can tell you that the panel had probably 50 people in it, so maybe 50 of them went out. If people didn't ball them up and put them in their back pocket, which sometimes I see them do, when people hand you things, you think they're not worth anything, so you just throw them away. So this is Widow. That one's 20 for something that's a tiny little print run. And then this one isn't related to it. They actually handed these out also, but this one's actually the Comics Pro variant for Love Struck. And that one's just $10. It's about this girl who accidentally runs over and kills, I think, or at least puts out of service Cupid, so she has to take his place, and she has no business with being in that position.
Yeah, and the book is the Santa Claus with love instead of Christmas.
Love. With love. Widow goes to Mr. Towers. I got you. And then this one is a good new image book called The Unchosen, David Marquez. And I got 2 of those Comic-Con exclusives. Those are 25. And then one of my favorite series that's going on that isn't part of Ghost Machine or the EU. This one is Assorted Crisis Events, written by Dennis Camp. They are all amazing. And this is also the foil exclusive for that book. And those are 25. Get this down for my friend, Mr. Towers.
Duke, I think you're going to dig a lot of the stuff that's coming out from AMP.
So much so. I know really cool enough to be dangerous about it, so. Like, I really, really love their first thing out the gate.
Right.
That was.
Never Wars was killer.
Yes. I love things that are period pieces, so I'm a big sucker for it. Okay, and I've got Planet Death. This one's got a Hardin autograph on it because I bought it straight from him. So this is my attempt also to support artists that were sitting there, and it was like weird when you have like people like Hardin just like sitting there with no one in front of their booth. So anyway, I bought these things from him. I'm not making a ton on them. Those are $40 a piece. And then I picked up these April Fool's Day variants from him, and he autographed those, and those are also 40 a piece. These are not anything exclusive to the show. He just had them at his booth, and I think he said that those were, so. Mwah. We're close. So close. Oh, these I couldn't believe that no one bought. So as far as I can tell, the only Marvel comic books that were available were actually at the Topps Marvel booth, so people that do the cards. But they only had 2, and these are the 2 that they had. And you could only buy a tiny amount when you're like the line limit was tiny. So I have Fantastic Four First Steps. These are polybagged editions, and they're 35. Really cute. And they had these Jeff the Land Shark featuring the Fantastic Four for 30. Really cute. Super, super cute. All right, we ran out of time. All right, do know you have half an hour to go and do whatever you need to get done in your day. Come back for Geek Chat in half an hour. Please do. And then on Friday, tune in around the noon hour. At least that's when it comes on for me. And hang out with Matthias and see
But
what
no,
is coming
listen,
out.
it's
What?
me
You?
and
Oh,
Jeremy
sorry.
Shore from Titan Comics.
Oh,
And
that's
Daryl.
right. You extra special guests.
Yes.
They have Pete Tomasi on for y'all. And they're going to tell you all the things you need to add to your pool boxes ahead of FOC, which is final order cutoff, which happens on Mondays. Anything else, Kyle?
Then Nick has ASM strips straight out of the funny pages on his art show on Friday. And then Nancy will be doing her usual vintage to modern sale. Then Monday, we will be back with the normal schedule on Monday, including a new format for second shift lunch and other things happening next week. But I do want to kind of tease Miss Jen will be coming back in a few weeks with an all-new special edition talking shop. The schedule has been scheduled. We just have to ask Miss Jen if she's available. And the
Yay!
artist creator has been working on a book that many of us have been waiting we've been waiting on with bated breath for almost 6 months.
Oh yeah.
The start of the next volume of this book is coming.
It was a talk, like everyone I talked to honestly was like, when is blah blah coming back? I'm like, I don't know. Soon. And when is the Titan interview? Nava says.
When is the Titan interview?
Mm-hmm.
So Jeremy from Titan Comics is joining me on FOC Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central, and we will be interviewing Pete Tomasi as part of that show.
That's a nice long form show. It's like, that's 2 hours, yes?
Yeah, it's 2 hours, in perhaps even longer, depending on how in the weeds Jeremy and I get about ordering. So
I know Jeremy, and he's going to get very in the weeds.
It's true. We're going to spend a lot of time talking about why FOC is important, because Jeremy was a retailer before FOC existed.
Yep.
So he remembers the crazy days when you didn't know what to order.
And he's married to Cecilia Shore, who was the beginning of comic book retailing in Houston. She's the grandmama of all of those things. Although I don't think she set out to be that. That's what happened.
No, that was the joke. I said, if Jen is comics mom, Jeremy and Cecilia are comics grandparents. And it's like one of those things you could just imagine going into their store. It smells like apple pie and comic books, and they're going to treat you perfect. So very excited to have them on.
Their store is full of like giant statues, like all those giant sideshow statues you see at like Comic-Con and stuff. They have those in their store. It's crazy cool.
Very excited to have those guys, to have Jeremy on and talk about stuff. So that is Friday at noon Eastern, 1 Eastern, noon Central.
And I had a special visit from my friends at Blackbird Comics that came by on the way back home to Florida. Showed in. There's a video that I posted up on my personal page so you guys can see what happens when they come in. They always ask the same 3 questions. Tower says planet, death, and DC camp. Just a clarification statement, Mr. Towers. Are you wanting to have the foil version, or are you wanting to have I only got one, the small form? Just let me know which one real fast before we.
All right, Duke. If we cut it off before you answer, you know how to reach out to us. Miss Jen has officially 9 minutes to get across the parking lot, so we're gonna end this here now, so she doesn't miss her previews and she can get her popcorn.
Love y'all. Thank you so much for understanding. See you guys later.
See you in an hour.